When did he tell you that?
I don't remember.
Was it shortly before the patient letter went out?
I think that
or
was before, yeah, I think.
Some months or weeks before that?
Before the letters went out.
Were you going to keep working when Dr. Murray left and went on the sabbatical?
Yes.
Was another physician going to come in and take over for the patients?
Yes.
Had that been set up?
No.
Ms. Ung, turning now to June 25th of 2009, were you working in Dr. Murray's office that day?
Yes.
Who else was working in the office besides yourself?
Carol, Leah, and Sarah.
Do you recall anything unusual occurring that day?
No. Only towards the, like after lunch, when we came back.
Before we get to the lunch time, earlier before lunch.
Excuse me.
Need some water?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did Dr. Murray call into the office to speak with you or someone else that day?
I did. I found out that he called.
Did you speak with him personally?
No.
But someone else spoke with him, correct?
Yes.
Ms. Ung, is your office number at Dr. Murray's office 702-866-6802?
Yes.
Indicating what exhibit, please?
52.
Thank you.
Ms. Ung, were you aware that there was a phone call from Dr. Murray to Global Cardiovascular for approximately 32 minutes placed by Dr. Murray at 11:18 a.m.?
No.
You didn't speak to him, correct?
I did not.
But somebody else may have in your office.
Probably.
And you indicated that it would be his habit to call into the office when he's not there, correct?
I'm sorry?
Was it Dr. Murray's normal habit to call the office when he was away from the office?
Yes.
And you indicated that sometime after 12, you all went to lunch?
Yes, ma'am.
And who went to lunch?
Me, Carol, Leah, and Sarah.
And at some point you returned from the office?
Yes.
Were you seeing patients that day?
No.
At some point did you learn that something catastrophic had happened involving Michael Jackson?
Yes. When we got back, I got a call. I answered the phone. I got a call from our biller, and he said that something happened to Michael Jackson. And that's when we found out.
Did you ever hear from Dr. Murray that day?
No.
Thank you. I have nothing further.
Ms. Brazil, thank you. Cross-examination by the defense. Mr. Chernoff, thank you.
Ms. Ung,
Yes.
are you comfortable?
Yes.
You look nervous.
No.
You're not nervous? Okay.
No.
Where do you live?
In Las Vegas?
In Las Vegas. Did you get a subpoena to testify in this?
I did.
Okay. And where have you been all day?
Today?
Yeah, today.
Oh, at the hotel?
The hotel. Waiting to testify?
Yes.
Okay. You came in for this testimony?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to be very brief, okay? So, just want to talk about some of the things Ms. Brazil talked about.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk about Dr. Murray's schedule. On Mondays, let's see if I get this straight. Mondays and Wednesdays, he sees patients in the afternoon.
Yes.
Right. On mornings, he does his rounds at the hospital.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? On Tuesdays, he sees, what does he do on Tuesdays?
He sees patients in the morning
Okay.
till like in the afternoon, but then he goes back to the hospital and do procedures.
Okay. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he sees patients, right?
Yes.
On Fridays, he does procedures.
Yes.
And what kind of procedures does Dr. Murray do?
Cardiac catheterizations.
Okay. And this is at the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. It's not unusual, I believe you testified, for Dr. Murray to call in to the office, right?
Yes.
It's something you guys kind of expected, right? On
Yes.
a daily basis. Mm-hmm. He wants
Yes.
He wants to check in on his office.
Yes.
Okay. And one of the things that Ms. Brazil asked you is that some of the things that occurred if Dr. Murray wasn't in the office, and you mentioned two procedures, for lack of a better way to put it. The echocardiogram, right?
Yes.
And what would happen is a tech would come in and do the test,
Yes.
and later Dr. Murray would take a look at it and interpret it and talk to the patient about it.
Yes.
And then the other one was this ECC?
ECP.
ECP. Is that sort of like a, how do you put it? A way for the heart to recover, like an exercise type machine? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay.